Nice to see you guys. Summer's over. The we This time for me is getting around, seeing alumni groups and clubs and traveling. I was in Houston last night, and summer's over too. The Miles boys baseball teams are done. My eldest is swimming pretty well. My gal and. Both sons were at football camp and participating ambitiously with the high school age guys, and looking forward to football. Very much looking forward to football. Questions?
Talk about, if you would, over the last couple of years. I know the expectations are always high for LSU. The last couple of years, 8-8 in the league. Talk about how you feel about that, what has happened to turn that around, and if you feel pressure over that.
I've always enjoyed playing the high expectations. At LSU, we show up at the stadium 92-5, all figuring that LSU is going to win, and just by how much is the question. I enjoy that. I understand that our football team would like to have won and won better and achieved more significantly. I think our football team's been through what would be a natural variation where some positions weren't necessarily manned just how you want them, and I think with age and some growth and some as a team comes together, I think we're in good position. I like our team. I like the attitude of this football team and how they prepared this summer, and I look forward to the fall. I think each year gives you a specific set of situations that your team must respond to and you must respond to. I think last year gave me a significant number of those, and I think experience of those of a season, if you will, always adds to the coach. I think we're probably faster than we've been. I think our on defense, I think our two corners are Patrick Peterson and Mo Claiborne could easily be as good a tandem as there is in college. I like the strength up the middle. I like Kelvin Shepard and that defensive line, the interior group of my defense, and then I like the speed at the ends. I think our defense will be better. Offensively, we'll run the football better. We lost 3 tailbacks a year ago that really contributed to that. Our offensive line didn't have the same recipe at tailback and couldn't get the consistency of play. And I think our quarterback will play better. So I think our offense will play better. I think our defense will be faster. Some young guys, some talented guys that need to come and be coached, but it comes together quickly. I think they'll really have success. Richard Murphy could well have played in our spring game and was really freed and allowed to have contact, but we just kind of kept him out. There's not an issue. He's stronger than he's been. He's better than he's been. Ridley, Richard Murphy, Michael Ford, and some of these freshmen that are coming in will be pretty good at tailback. Well, it's interesting. We for the last 2 years, we never had a quarterback that had any experience of a season. For the first time, we'll take a quarterback into this season that started an entire year. For the first time, our first and second team quarterbacks will have played significant football. I believe that Jarrett Lee's had a great summer. I believe that Jordan Jefferson is really in position to play his best football. That's what we'd like to be. That's where we enjoy being. A quarterback with some experience, and they've had great summers, and we look forward to seeing how it fares this fall. Well, the summer was, it's interesting. We finished after spring football in a weight, strength, conditioning kind of a testing segment, and found us to be stronger than we were before we went into last fall. This summer has been, we built on that, and this summer's been really good. The reports that I get from our weight, strength, conditioning folks and what's being done is really very good. And we've probably changed in the back end of the summer into a more of a fast twitch, quick, short rep number in the heat to prepare for practice. And I think that's benefited us. What I saw the other day when I was walking through the facility, I saw the running backs all in a room going over specific things on the board with the young guys. And that kind of attitude and that kind of want is just what we need to have. I think that the guys that everybody would point to who are going to be good players for us are going to be better than they would think. I think the summers that we've had have been pretty significant. And I've always enjoyed the most important characteristic is that characteristic of attitude, and these guys got that. So they want to be champions. That's what we've played to. That's who we are. That's how the program is designed. And certainly, that's where we're headed. I didn't really get all of that. You want to repeat that? Yeah, I don't know that that's until the summer before the senior year. I can't imagine that that's a quality finish. I think that there'll be issues there. Sending a piece of paper is one thing. Being in a camp and being around a coach and having the coach tell the head coach, you tell him what he's. I mean, the point being is, I don't know that that's the answer. Whatever the rules are, certainly we'll comply. The rule is correct, whatever it is. But I just think I don't know that it's realistic. It might be realistic for the Ivy League, or it might be realistic for a conference where aid is determined by need, and then therefore, just before you go to your senior year, that determination then becomes equal in that summer, and then the opportunity then to make those decisions appropriate. I don't think that full grant aids necessarily need to be withheld until the summer before the senior year.
So we know that you can't comment on officials, but do you think with the input of the digital replays in the booth, it will be a major benefit, and you consider the play last year, the controversy that on the sideline against Alabama. What do you think of the
I think any way that you can enhance the officiating in the booth, we're just people. Our senses are limited. I mean, you can see only this. Your perceptions are skewed by where you sit, and any way you can increase their view and the opportunity for them to make the right call, I think it's best. I've always believed that the guy in the booth needs to have different instructions than the instructions he has. I think the instructions he has read something like, unless there's overriding evidence that the call in the field is wrong, do not overthrow the call. That means, if you translate it, defend the guys on the field. I think it's not necessarily the right instructions. I think what should well be is when the official turns to the booth and says, this truly is your call, make your best call, I think you would find that the determinations would be different. I really do. I mean, and that's really, I'm not just talking about last year. That's not the issue. And I'm not talking about this conference. I'm talking about what appeared to me to be an onside kick against Oklahoma. I mean, some issues where it's pretty simple to make a right call, but it becomes hard and more muddled when the instructions read differently.